Welcome to our latest St J's monthly supplement. I trust you've managed to get some sort of break during this summer period. It's always great to have you with us. If you happen to be new or visiting us for the very first time, can I extend a special warm welcome to you? This month we'll be hearing from Friends of Foscott Church and from one of our mission partners, as well as about our 3 Wednesday holiday clubs, about the Quiet Garden Ministry in Wellow, and of course, some testimonies from you.
We had a fun end-of-term celebration after school club with visiting entertainer Johnny G. The kids laughed, cheered, booed and danced together, and it was fantastic to see. We had to say farewell to our 3 Year 6 girls. Elena going on to Bridlington, Jeanette to the Blue School, and Rebecca to Norton Hill. We've taken great joy in watching them all grow into lovely, caring people, and we wish them many blessings in their lives. We also had to say goodbye to Gilly, who has been a great supportive children's worker at the club. Gilly turns 70 and is looking forward to supporting her grandkids even more as her family grows. Thank you for your hard work, Gilly, and God bless you. Charlotte has shown such an amazing commitment to the work of SJ's Little Ones over the past 4 years, volunteering a huge amount of her time and energy to make the groups a success and build community. Her heart is so full of love for the parents' well-being, and I have loved watching her develop strong relationships as she has walked alongside so many precious parents with gentleness and understanding over the
always
years.
And forever love will go to.
Charlotte has been instrumental in pioneering our mum's celebration evening. She also worked so hard to make the Lost Sheep Trail a success as we reconnected with parents out of the lockdown. She has been such an encourager to me as we have redeveloped our groups through the pandemic. And whilst in lockdown, she did an amazing job of sharing a story online each week. Thank you, Charlotte, for all your hard work. You will be missed greatly.
Hello, Peasedown St John.
Hello everybody.
We are back in England. We have just arrived recently from Mozambique, and we're just checking in with you and giving you a quick update on what's happening. Just reporting in to say that our foster care homes are both doing really well. So we now have 2 foster homes, and the first one is a full family, as we've told you about before, foster mum and foster dad. They are doing a great job. They've got their 6 wonderful children who are thriving even during the pandemic, and we're really pleased with that, and just to see them bonding as a family, growing together. Their eldest is a girl who is 17, and she's just started 11th grade, which is year 12, and their youngest is a 6-year-old boy who's just started his first year at school. So a real spread of ages, and a wonderful family unit. And the second home, just earlier this year, we managed to place our second foster couple there. And we've recently come across a family of 5 children in a child-headed home. So no mum passed away, and dad has completely rejected them. He has gone off with another woman and have nothing to do with them. It's a very sad situation, and the oldest child in the home is 15. And the youngest is 3. And so social welfare were made aware of the situation. We were made aware of the situation. And what's been amazing is that my team have been able to work hard to place the youngest 3 children with us in our second foster home. So we're very excited to be able to offer these 3 children a wonderful, bright future with foster mum and foster dad. And we'll also be supporting the 2 older children from that home. So now Tutela is essentially taking care of 11 children, which is exciting for us. Our costs are going up, but I have a really good team. We have a really good team out there
We're a great team.
who are doing the work in our absence. We have had a wonderful last few months in Mozambique, and we have been making plans to come back to England for a longer period of time. So we are actually back for a sabbatical. We've decided to take some time off from our mission work out there to come back and be with family, and particularly with Becky's mum down here in Devon.
Well, Johnny will continue to run Tutela basically from here for the time being, staying in close contact with our colleagues in Moz. I'm going to be studying. I'm going to be doing a master's in special educational needs, which we hope will support Tutela in the future, as well as possibly provide an income for us as a family. All three children, Gracie and Honor, will be starting secondary school in Exeter, and Josiah will be starting primary school in Exeter. Just want to say a huge thank you to you. You have supported us faithfully for many years, praying for us, thinking of us, having us as part of your extended family, supporting Tutela in numerous ways, and we're very, very grateful for your ongoing support and care. And we really hope to be with you at some stage. Like Johnny said, we're based down in Exeter, Honiton, Exeter area, but we really hope to be able to come up and visit you and see you all in person sometime in the coming months.
Yeah, so that's enough from us. Sending you lots of cyber hugs, and hope we get to see you again soon.
Yep.
God bless.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Jesus told them many things in parables, saying, "A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it didn't have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear." If you're enjoying growing your own vegetables or flowers, I bet you planted the seeds with a lot more care and precision than the sower in this story. He's just wastefully chucking the seed around all over the place, squandering quite a lot of it by letting it fall in the wrong places. Surely he knows that only the seed planted in good soil will give a good harvest. I love this picture of abundant generosity. God is continually flinging around his message of love and invitation, some of which we happen to notice: a beautiful sunset, the kindness of a friend, unexpected ways in which our needs are met, the sense of satisfaction when we're engrossed in something we enjoy, or perhaps suddenly understanding in a new way something we've read in the Bible. As we open ourselves up to the seeds that God is fondly sowing in and around us, we start to grow God's fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And in the same way that God lavishly sows his seed in us, we can copy by throwing around seeds of blessing all around us in the places and people that we encounter. Some will go unnoticed, but despite being sown in unlikely places, some will take root and grow, from little things like a smile or a kind word to bigger things that might bless someone we'll never meet living on another continent. As we become more aware of the seeds that are being flung all around us and are increasingly thankful for them, new and wonderful things will start to grow in us, resulting in new seeds going on to touch the lives of others.
Hi. We've asked Archdeacon Bill Schwartz to tell us a little bit about the primary school of the Redeemer in the compound of St George's Church in Baghdad. And here are some of the questions and his responses to them. We asked him, what contact do you have with St George's Church and the primary school, the Redeemer School, in normal times?
In normal times, Bill would visit twice a year, and he's generally in correspondence at least once a month.
How have you been able to be in touch during the pandemic?
The diocese receives updates and financial summaries regularly each month.
Are there any plans for opening up the school when COVID restrictions allow?
Bill says certainly there's every expectation to open the schools as and when allowed by the government. Unfortunately, the students don't have the same access to internet and home computing as in developing countries. Essentially, most children in Iraq have simply lost their education during the COVID problem.
What are the greatest needs of the school, and how can we best pray for you all?
Prayers would be appreciated for the simple things like the restoration of civil order. Protests have seriously dismantled the normal functions of civic society like transport, food, in shops, etc., partly because electric and water supplies are so erratic. All of this means that renewing school routines is a much bigger problem than overcoming COVID restrictions. The children of Iraq are the big losers in all of this.
When the children are able to attend the school, are there any particular activities or lessons that they especially enjoy?
Singing is probably the most enjoyed activity. Even though it be true for any other school situation, the children most look forward to being there with their friends and any activities that involve peer interaction.
What is morale like in the compound, and in particular in the school?
The compound is a safe environment in so many ways. Children and parents are happy to be involved there. Children learn values like forgiveness. All of the parents involved value education very highly. In Baghdad generally, there's simply a great determination to get on with life in spite of all the problems in the country. And Bill says, to sum up, we are very grateful for the interest and support from the people of St John's. May blessings abound to you all. Thank you.
The Friends of Foxcote Church aim to look after and maintain the Church of St James the Less in the hamlet of Foxcote. Regular fundraising events take place, including Super Tuesday, which also bring the community together. On a rather damp Sunday afternoon in August, Cynthia Mason kindly opened up her lovely garden in Shoscombe so that green teas could be served. Despite the weather, everyone enjoyed getting together for a good cause and had fun, with a raffle and bring and buy stall. Many thanks to all involved.
Some 30 years ago, the Reverend Philip Roderick had the vision of starting a place where people could come and be quiet. It was never meant to be a grand ministry. It was always meant to be a domestic place where people could open their gardens and invite other people to share quiet and contemplation. While on retreat in Peasedown, I read about the Quiet Garden movement. We had bought this house and the garden, although there was no garden then, the house sat in the middle of a field. We felt quite certain that God had given us this place for a purpose, and we set about creating the garden as it is now. So for the first Thursday in the month, from Easter until September, we open our garden. We don't know who's going to come, and indeed when we first opened it, very few people did. Although now I'm happy to say, some 20 years later, we're well established. Our little team who help us run it provide coffee and tea, hospitality, and I hope are able to help people who may be here because they have some difficulties they need to relax and think about. We welcome people of all faith or none from 10:30 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are silent apart from lunchtime from 12:30. This is a medieval shrine that was covered up with earth until my late husband Colin dug it out, and we've only just realised that the 2 circles on the outsides are medieval, the one in the middle is Victorian. So this special place has always had some sort of spiritual significance, and we've been lucky enough to be custodians. We were unable to open last year, of course, but have opened 3 times this year, and our last quiet garden will be on the first Thursday in September, when we would love to see you, and so would Lenny the cockerel.
During 3 Wednesday mornings in August, St John's Church in Peasedown put on some fun family play sessions. Our heart was for families to be able to meet together in a safe place. There was a large amount of families who booked in, so we had to have 2 sessions on each of the 3 Wednesdays. Inside the church hall, we had a baby group where there were sensory toys and activities for children under 18 months. We had lots of lovely cake, plus tea and coffee, and cold drinks on offer. We hired a bouncy castle so that preschool children could have some fun on them. And for bigger school-age children, there was an obstacle course too. There was a craft area for things to make and colour in. Plus, there was sand to play in too. My thanks go to all the team for helping. It was so special to bless the families that came. The team also had a little fun on the inflatables too.
Thank you for being with us. It's always a delight to see you. I trust you enjoyed our latest programme, and can I please continue to encourage you to send material in for our next programme, which will be aired on Sunday, the 3rd of October.